Hello. Good morning, students. Myself, Karan Singh, IIT GATE, CSIR NET, AIR Putti. You are most welcome in our channel Chemical Group. My dear students, before this, chapter number first, class 9th physics is going on. Chapter 1 is motion. First part I have uploaded, so if you have not seen, so you first of all you watch the first part, then now today I start the second part of this chapter, motion. So students, we will discuss about the speed. What is speed? Understand? Speed. Speed actually this is the ratio of distance traveled by an object to the time taken. So how can I define the speed? Speed, that is it is the distance traveled by an object in per unit time is called speed. The distance traveled by an object, the distance traveled by an object per unit time, the distance traveled by an object per unit time is called speed. Okay students, so there is a formula for speed equal to distance upon time. Okay, this is very important formula, you always remember it, because generally when you are solving the problems this formula is very important. Okay, so speed equal to distance upon time. And what is the SI unit of speed? SI unit of speed is meter per second, kilometer per hour. Okay, the unit of distance is meter and unit of distance time is second or hour, right? So one more things I will tell you that how can we convert the kilometer per hour into meter per second. Suppose that I have 1 kilometer per hour. How can you convert this into meter per second? 1 kilometer, how many meter in 1 kilometer? That is 1000 meter in 1 kilometer upon hour. How many minutes in 1 hour? 60. And how many second in 1 minute? 60. So you can cut this 0 and this 0. So it is 10 upon 6 is 36 and equal to 5 upon 18 meter per second. Okay, understand? So how can you convert kilometer per hour to the meter per second? If there is 1 kilometer per hour, it is 5 upon 18 meter per second, right? If you have to convert kilometer per hour into meter per second, you just simply multiply the 5 by 18 to the kilometer per hour. Now we will discuss the types of speed. Similarly, as we described the types of motion, the types of speed, Similarly, we can define the types of speed and its classification. Speed is also the two types. First one is uniform speed. Okay, uniform speed. So definition you can write. What is the uniform speed? Uniform speed means when an object covers equal distance in equal interval of time, then the speed is said to be uniform speed. Okay, so next one is non-uniform speed. Non-uniform speed, you can also define it when an object covers unequal distance in equal interval of time, then the speed is said to be non-uniform speed. Let's take an example. Suppose that an object starts from here to move. Here is the distance covered and here is time taken. In 1 hour he cover 5 kilometer. In 2 hours he cover 5 kilometer. 10 kilometer. In 3 hours he cover 25 kilometer. Understand? This is a non-uniform speed because there is speed changing. Then he cover the some more distance in 3 hours. Similarly, in uniform speed, an object covers equal distance in equal interval of time. There is also a third speed, that is average speed. What is the average speed? Average speed. Average speed means if the total distance, average speed, that is the total distance covered by an object. Total distance, average speed equal to average speed equal to total distance covered by an object upon total time taken. Total time taken. Okay. So this is the formula for the average speed. Understand? Average speed means total distance covered by an object upon total time taken. Or we can say that the ratio of average speed is the ratio of total distance covered by an object to the total time taken by the object. Next one is instantaneous speed. Instantaneous speed. Do you know instantaneous speed? Actually, this is the speed of an object for an instant of time. Understand? The speed of an object, we can define it here. The speed of an object, for an instant of time. Instant of time. The speed of an object for an instant of time is called the instantaneous speed. Instant of time means for a very short time, that is for a second or for a microsecond. मीन्स स्पीड फॉर माइक्रोसेकंड, किसी एक माइक्रोसेकंड के लिए, बहुत ही स्मॉल टाइम के लिए जब किसी ऑब्जेक्ट की जो स्पीड होती है, दैट इज कॉल्ड द इंस्टेंटेनियस स्पीड. ओके, सो फॉर एग्जांपल कि लेट द डिस्टेंस, इंस्टेंटेनियस डिस्टेंस, इंस्टेंटेनियस डिस्टेंस delta x, instantaneous distance delta x covered in instantaneous time, instantaneous time delta t, then the instantaneous speed, instantaneous speed equal to delta x upon delta t. This is the formula for the instantaneous speed. Now we will discuss the velocity. Okay, so there is some distance between the speed and the velocity. Do you know the difference? There is a main difference is that speed have no particular direction, but the velocity have a particular direction, and velocity is a vector quantity, speed is a scalar quantity. So now we define the velocity. The distance, same as well as we define the speed, the distance traveled by, an object, the distance traveled by an object in unit time, in a given direction. यहां पर बस इतनी सी बात आप लगाएंगे कि गिवन डायरेक्शन, एक पर्टिकुलर डायरेक्शन में वेलोसिटी की बात करेंगे तो उसमें डायरेक्शन आ जाएगा. ठीक है, बाकी तो सेम स्पीड की तरह ही है, but when we talk about the velocity, it is a direction. The distance traveled by an object in a particular direction in a unit time in a given direction or in a particular direction. So the formula for the velocity is velocity equal to displacement. Velocity equal to displacement upon time. Understand? So this is the formula for the velocity. And now there we discuss the types of velocity. Similarly, as we discuss the types of motion, uniform and non-uniform motion, types of speed, uniform speed, non-uniform speed. Similarly, the types of velocity, uniform velocity and the non-uniform velocity. So what is the uniform velocity? Uniform velocity means that is if an object covers equal displacement in equal interval of time. Okay, here we take the displacement in case of the distance, in place of distance. जब आपने स्पीड को डिफाइन किया था तो वहां पर डिस्टेंस ली थी, और जब वेलोसिटी यूनिफॉर्म वेलोसिटी को डिफाइन करेंगे तो यहाँ क्या लेंगे, डिस्प्लेसमेंट. ओके, सिर्फ द डिफरेंस है if an object covers equal displacement, वहां डिस्टेंस लिया था, यहाँ डिस्प्लेसमेंट लेंगे. If an object covers equal displacement in equal interval of time, in equal interval of time, then the velocity is called uniform velocity. Understand? And second is the non-uniform velocity. Non-uniform velocity. So what is the non-uniform velocity? If an object covers unequal displacement in equal interval of time, then the velocity is said to be non-uniform velocity. Listen once again. If an object covers unequal displacement in equal interval of time, then the velocity is said to be non-uniform velocity. Now, we will talk about the average velocity. Average velocity. Average velocity. So, what is the average velocity? Average velocity, it is when an object covers the total displacement per unit time. That is average velocity equal to the total displacement upon total time taken. Average velocity, V average, average velocity equal to total displacement upon total time taken. Okay, total time taken. Average velocity equal to total displacement upon total time taken. There is also one more formula for the average velocity. V average equal to u plus v upon 2. U is the initial velocity, v is the final velocity upon 2. This is also formula for the average velocity. By using these formulas, we can we solve the numericals in next video. Okay, so next fourth one is average instantaneous velocity. Instantaneous velocity. Instantaneous velocity. Okay, so the instantaneous velocity means the displacement covered by an object in the instantaneous time. The displacement covered by an object in instantaneous time, that is called the instantaneous velocity. So the instantaneous velocity, equal to displacement. Okay, instantaneous displacement upon instantaneous time. Here the direction indicate that it is a vector quantity. Okay, so this is all about the speed and the velocity. So my dear students, I hope that you understand this topic clearly, and as you know that nowadays there is a great problem of the coronavirus. So please students, you stay at your home, be healthy, be safe, and continue on our channel for some more videos like this. and you can comment on your demand what do you want and on which topic you want to video. So students, thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.